YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you taking the time to tune into this video today. We are back here on Madden 25. We are in the Win and Steal series. We are the Carolina Panthers. As you can see here, we are 5-0-1. We tied 2 weeks ago against a winless Bears team. So yeah, it's been a pretty productive season. Obviously, way more productive than I thought it would be. And I think that really comes down to just Madden itself, and how it's pretty easy to like rebuild teams and different things if you're actually playing the game, even on all Madden. So, anyway, as you can see in the top right, the Panthers have been scouring the market for weeks. No, we have not. And then once the Falcons were willing to trade Kirk Cousins, which they're not, he joins the Panthers. And that's kind of an issue because if we go and look at the lineup, we have Justin Herbert, who we stole from the Chargers. We have Bryce Young, who is already here. And now we have Kirk Cousins. So, yeah, it's been interesting. If you watched the last episode, you already know that we would have liked anybody from their secondary, specifically Jesse Bates and or Terrell. So it's one of those things where, yeah, we're doing okay, right? We're doing okay, but we would have really not got Kirk Cousins last episode. So the one good thing about that is he's probably in our top 10, right? So it takes one of our more valuable players and puts them below the 10 spot, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it kicks Robert Hunt, which is a guard, which is good. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, it helped a little bit, not a whole lot, but enough. Anyway, enough about our transaction. We'll get to the league transactions, which will go to the trade, and we'll go ahead and look. As you can see, Panthers acquire Kirk Cousins, and then some other big names. Christian Darrisaw gets shipped yet again, this time from the Cardinals to the Packers, which is not ideal as a Vikings fan. Jeffrey Simmons ends up getting taken by the Colts from the Titans, and the Commanders send Brian Robinson, their young running back, to the Ravens, who, yeah, we really need that, right? And then the Lions send Penei Sewell to the Cowboys, which the Cowboys desperately need. And then the Giants send Terry McLaurin, who they stole from the Commanders earlier in the year, to the Bengals. So only making them better in the AFC. So as I was talking over those things, I slowly went down the list. I didn't go in order. I really just went and I found the big names, like the 1s, the 2s, and the 3s. There wasn't any really other. Evan Ingram, I guess, goes from the Texans to the Patriots. And the Broncos get Samuel Jr. from the Chargers. So, I mean, there's a couple other ones outside of like the 1, 2s, and 3s that were good fits. And then actually the other one is the Browns send Tre'Davious Ward to none other than the Eagles. So the Eagles get even better as well. Here we are in the game. Our defense gets to start on the field first. They lost one of their playmakers last week. Jaden Daniels is going to take off and run for 7 yards. These guys are 1-5, so their top guys are pretty depleted. We know Terry McLaurin is no longer here, so that really, really shortens up this receiver core. So we should be able to handle it, but again, you never know. So it's 3rd and 3 after the incomplete pass. He's going to try to roll out. not find anything, and we are going to get the ball quickly. Offense back, not back on the field for the first time. We got Jonathan Brooks in the backfield. In real life, he had another just terrible situation. He tore his ACL in his last year of college in his right knee, and he re-tore his ACL in his right knee, and that's just, not only does it not really happen much anymore just because of how advanced sciences and surgeries and different things, so you just got to feel for him. He's one of the most electric guys on the football field, and he just can't stay healthy. It's terrible to see. As I'm talking about that, we're going to have to turn around and punt it right back. Defense back on the field. The Commanders have pretty good field position. And Daniels is going to throw it out to Crowder, I believe that is. He's going to get 6. What is this formation? They're going to throw it out to Austin Eckler. Xavier Woods isn't quite fast enough to get there before the first down, but still out of field goal range, so man. I literally read it. I just was too slow. It's tough. I literally read it. I honestly thought once I moved off, he was going to go back to the hook route. So pretty big indecisive moment by me. They're going to hand it off to Eckler. We're going to come up and lay the absolute wood with Woods. Oh, man. I'm terrible. Also, 2nd and 10. They're going to run a read option. Daniels, touchdown, Commanders. All right, offense back out on the field. Chuba Hubbard in the backfield. We're going to give it to him on first down. It's going to be 2nd and 4. We're going to go ahead to play action here, try to open up the game a bit. They're going to bring pressure. Going to set our feet, get it out to Tommy Tremble. What a catch. That's a good contested catch by Tommy Tremble. You know, I just wish I'd get more out of him. I mean, in real life and in the game, to be honest. I love young tight ends that are athletic, that are willing to block a little bit, which, to be fair, I don't watch a whole lot of Carolina Panthers football. But you know, I've always, even like when it came into the league, when I do fantasy drafts, Tommy Tremble would be the tight end that I'd go for. Young, tall, fast, and that type of stuff. So it's one of those things where I don't know why I'm a big fan of him. I just am. As we hit him again for another first down, Jonathan Brooks in the backfield. He's going to pick up 4. As you saw, as I was yapping about Tommy Tremble, Jonathan Brooks, 30 carries last week for 100 and some yards and 3 touchdowns. So he played super well. God, this Commanders defensive line is just magnets to him right now. But it's only a matter of time before he busts a run. And here's one of them. His spin move gets down to the 5. And that's the explosiveness that him and Chuba Hubbard both give us out of the backfield. So do I have him? Nope. But I have Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Panthers. All right, defense here on the field once again. See if we can get another stop like we did last possession. That's a good start. Putting them behind the sticks, 2nd and 10. Eckler really hasn't been able to get going. Wallace is not going to make the tackle. Wallace is a young middle linebacker. We moved Shaq Thompson back, to an outside linebacker. To Why is that not a pick? What is that? How is this not a pick? Like, what are we doing? Unbelievable. It's going to be the end of the first quarter. Should have forced a turnover there, but I don't know what Woods was doing. But as I was saying, we moved some things around to ensure that our defense is as good as we can be. So Derek Brown is now a D tackle instead of a D end like he is in real life because we acquired Chase Young after week 1. So we needed a place for Chase Young. And then Davian Clowney is now one of our ends instead of an outside linebacker. Just feels like he's a better fit at an end as we have a bunch of young talent that we want to get on the field. Yeah, it's just one of those things where people are not playing in their positions that they are in real life because of the nature of what we're doing with this series. And as I'm yapping yet again, we get a sack. It's going to be 4th and 12. They're going to punt. Offense back on the field. We're going to go to the run game right away. We're going to have some good room to run. We can't quite make that guy miss. Otherwise, we'd probably be still running. He doesn't have breakaway speed, but he's got good enough speed to bust long runs. Obviously, he shows off the power there of just absolutely trucking that guy. I didn't know he had that in him. I just wanted him to fight for a couple extra yards. It's funny, it's also pretty funny the parallel of what's happening as Jonathan Brooks breaks one, gets the juke, and gets down to just about the 27-yard line. The parallel of the universes right now of Justin Herbert getting Jim Harbaugh as a coach, right? And he likes to run the ball a lot. And he got traded to the Panthers as Chief Tummy Tuck as the coach, and we like to run the ball a lot. But it still is very important for him to stay sharp, right? Because when we do call on him in a place like this, that he makes the correct read and the throw needed in order to be successful. So Thielen, one of the most sure-handed receivers over the past decade. I don't know. He's been so good for so long. We're going to go back to Jonathan Brooks. He's going to break arm tackle at the line. He's going to get the first down and get to the 11. So we still can get a first down here without scoring. If that becomes something we need. Jonathan Brooks, yet again, 10 rushes for 93 yards already. He's been pretty efficient, and we can't argue with being efficient. I just don't feel like we can run against this front. But I'm proven wrong. Jonathan Brooks continues his great rookie year. Touchdown, Panthers. Just under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Defense is back on the field. I really don't like that look against what they're doing. Should have stayed with it, though, because it was man-to-man. It's all right. J.C. Horn comes flying in, makes a tackle. I really want to get a third corner, preferably a young one. Nate Hobbs is getting tested, and he is going to knock it down. He was a great addition. He was actually added like week 2 or 3, maybe. And I didn't realize he wasn't in the game until like 2 weeks ago. So, not a good look. But since he's been in, he's been okay. So, 4th and 9, they're going to punt. Our defense was able to make a stop. So we get the ball back. They're going to bring a big blitz. We're going to get it out to Leggett. He's going to run away from St. Juice. And, he's a great start to the drive. He's also a rookie. So we have a lot of good young talent. And now you add a veteran like Thielen to keep everybody level-headed. Then you have a quarterback that's been in the league for, 5 years now. So it's a pretty exciting time in Madden to be a Panthers fan in this series. That's going to be the 2-minute warning. It is 14-7 Panthers. Herbert's going to escape to the right. He's going to run to the pylon. Touchdown, Panthers. That is one of Herbert's very, very underrated part of his game is his legs. Defense back out on the field. See if we can get another stop here and get our offense another possession before the half. See if we can continue to get them to work and grow this lead. They end up getting 4 on the first play. They're going to throw it out to Eckler. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to get a first down. They're going to end up calling a timeout. Must not have got out of bounds. We're going to mix it up here, bring a little bit of pressure. Screen pass. What a great play call. It's a great play call by the offense. They're going to throw it out to Eckler. Javian Clowney's out there in space to make a tackle. They're going to call another timeout. 54 seconds left. Still got some time here. If we get a sack or something like that, we can probably start using our timeouts to ensure that our offense has some time to... I left it. They called their last timeout. I actually clicked to call a timeout.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Daniels panics, throws it right to J.C. Horn. Does he have the speed? J.C. Horn, he's gonna take it all the way to the end zone. Pick 6 at the end of the half. Touchdown, Panthers. All right, we get the ball to start the second half. We're really we're looking to put this thing away here. If we are able to take some clock, if we're able to punch it in, make it 35-7. I mean, that's pretty insurmountable. Insurmountable to come back from. So continue to keep it on the ground, safe play calls, wind down this clock. Really put them in a predicament to not have any time to make the comeback. Screen was looking to be set up pretty well, and we just weren't able to get our offensive linemen out there. So again, we are here just kind of running down the clock. We'll see what we probably should have thrown it out there, but Jonathan Brooks, first down. That's going to continue to let us chew the clock up a lot. That's one of our best offensive linemen. Hunt is terrible, but he's an 83 overall. Just crazy to me. And I don't even know who that was that blew him up. That's the worst part. It's not like it's a superstar or anything. Thomas, we're going to get a first down there. Thomas is our backup tight end. He's pretty much the same thing as Tommy Tremble. He's a little bit bigger and slower, probably a better blocker if I would have to guess, but I really like using him. Jonathan Brooks busted it for another about, 12 yards for another first down. We're taking up already 3 minutes of this drive. They sent a bunch of people there, and we got rocked. Herbert, Mingo, they actually went man on that. It's the first time that I've seen a team go man on that. It's kind of scary. I just assumed I was throwing it to him if Thielen didn't get open, and that was almost a pick. 3rd and 4 here. It would be disappointing if we were not able to convert and continue this drive. We're going to throw it to Jonathan Mingo. He's going to make 2 guys miss, get down to the 21-yard line. And again, clock just keeps ticking and ticking and ticking. We're going to go to the short side here. Again, Thomas is a better run blocker than Tremble is right now, so probably gives us a couple extra yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4. We're coming up on 2 minutes left of the 3rd quarter. This is the first drive of the 2nd half. I'm pretty sure we have 9-minute quarters, maybe 8-minute quarters. I can't remember, but still, this is a long drive by our offense. And we're going to get it down into the 3-19 for 130-some yards for Jonathan Brooks. He has been unreal.
I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called, they are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Herbert can't quite get to the end zone again with the scramble. Just didn't feel comfortable throwing it. No need for a silly turnover down here, especially when we've been running the ball so well. Chuba Hubbard's in here to shark this touchdown. But another young, promising guy that is very productive when we use him, and he's going to walk into the end zone. It's going to be 35-7. All right, defense here, start of the 4th quarter. We jumped forward just a little bit. Just with the score right now, right? It's just one of those things where we probably don't need to play the entire game. What's happening? Maybe I shouldn't have started simming it, huh? Now our defense is in shambles. He's going to throw it up and throw it out of bounds at Hobbs yet again. We had him just running all over the place. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Field goal doesn't really do him any good, so I'd be shocked if they settle for one. He's going to throw it away yet again. He is getting happy feet. He had the seam. But it was not able to pull the trigger there. We are bringing the corner on the short side, which is good. He's going to catch that, make it 4th and 3, which isn't ideal because it would have been much better if they had to go 4th and 10, right? So they're going to go for it here with 7 minutes left in the 4th, down a bunch. And Eckler's not going to be able to get there. And we are going to work on draining this clock.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
All right, only a gain of 1 in the first play. I could have probably bounced it out to help Thielen on his crack block, but we're really just trying to eat this clock away. But we're not going to be able to do that if we can't get a first down, right? So we're going to get under the 6-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Jonathan Mingo is going to go in motion. We're really just setting up this to Jonathan Brooks. Does he have the speed? No, but that is okay. We're going to continue to be able to drain it.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
I mean, first of all, if he doesn't win Rookie of the Year, it's a rigged thing for quarterbacks because this guy's been insane. Secondly, he might be in the running for MVP. Like, that's just how good he's been. And it's been kind of insane to watch, really. All right, well, this is why we have Herbert, right? We need a play. We're going to go to you to make this play. So We're going to probably look either tight end here. We'll probably look Get to begin with, but we're not going to get him. Probably should have went Tommy Tremble, but Thomas should got the first down. I think it's going to be roughing the passer anyway. So that's going to continue to add to the fact that we can just keep winding this clock down. I should have declined it if it was a first down. That's all right. That's fine. That's fine. Again, another 40 seconds off the clock, right? So, I mean, we don't need to beat them 70-7. We just need to continue to grind it, continue to take care of the ball, and assault this game away. He's going to pick up 3. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Do we just keep it on the ground? Chuba Hubbard should be. Chuba's not in. I'm actually going to go play action. I want to just move it to the left. It's going to be a delay of game. I was trying to get the protection, but it wouldn't pop up. Saw the blitzer coming from the safety on the left. See if we can hit a slip screen down here. 3rd and 13 now. Makes it pretty tough to convert this. We're going to get it out. Jonathan Brooks can't make a miss. That's going to get us to a 2-minute warning, though.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here to gain the.
We're going to go ahead and take our 3. And then we will see you at the end of the game. 8-7. Defense ended up holding. And, yeah, just an absolute pure domination. After a slow start, to be fair. After a slow start, but then we started to kick it into gear. Jonathan Brooks was ridiculous on the ground. 13 of 14 for Herbert. 147 yards and a touchdown. He didn't really have to do a whole lot. He ran twice for 21 yards and a touchdown. Chuba Hubbard got in the end zone. Then 26 for 161 and a touchdown for Jonathan Brooks. Receiving is not going to be anything really big just because we didn't really throw it much. But 1 touchdown for Tommy Tremble. Defensively, not a lot going on here. 5 tackles for 4 players and 6 for another. All right, we are here looking at the Washington Commanders top 10. Yeah, nothing really great, to be honest. I wouldn't be mad about Derek Forrest. Maybe Deron Payne. I don't really know if he really fits in what we do right now. Maybe we do need a secondary D tackle, but DeForest would be great. St. Juice would be okay. Other than that, though, I mean, Chin, I could take Jeremy Chin, too, and move him to free safety. But like Bobby Wagner, I don't need a 34-year-old Bobby Wagner. I'm sorry to say it, and I don't need Eckler. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we get, and we're going to bring up the wheel, and we're going to go ahead and spin it to see what we get. Of course we do. We get Bobby Wagner. He's their top player. I just don't have a place for him right now. I want Marshall to continue to grow, and different things like that. So, not the greatest wheel spin, but yeah, it's gonna give us depth. It's gonna give us a higher overall. It's gonna do all that stuff, but not the greatest. So, next episode, you'll see Bobby Wagner from a Commanders uniform to a Panther uniform, and we are 6-0 and 1. We tied 1 game. So things are going well. I'm having a blast with this, with all the changes. It's keeping everything fresh. And if we lose, we end up losing, and then it's just, who do we lose, right? So I appreciate your time watching the video. I really hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. As always, if you have not yet, hit that subscribe button, drop a like. If you want notifications of the next video, please hit that bell and you'll get a notification. I hope you have a good day. I hope you had a great day. Spread the word. Peace.